It's a car without rival, a snarling, snorting, 300 brake horsepower freak of nature.
300 horsepower in a front-wheel drive hatch. It's a bull in a china shop. It's a bomb in a greenhouse. I once had a race car with a similar spec, and on anything other than a perfectly smooth circuit, it would rip your arms off. Frankly, it shouldn't work.
It costs £25,000 and looks like a rally stage refugee. Its 2.5 litre turbocharged engine gets it to, are you sitting down? A Porsche Cayman rivaling 163 miles an hour. Unbelievable.
Now, Ford have tried to tune this RS to be as docile as the Focus your mum would buy. And at low revs, it is. But considering it's got 440 newton meters of torque, it hardly rips your neck off until the turbo starts to spin, so it's got two sides to it. The side I like is this one. Right, give it a little flicky. Oh, she's a bit nervous on entry. That's not a bad thing, is it? It's just got this fluidity to the way it drives. You know, you're off the power, it's turning in, you get it back on the power, then after a little delay, off it goes again. If the revs are high, you've got this relentless feeling of power and grunt.
Despite that, acceleration isn't as blistering as you'd think. 0 to 62 takes 5.9 seconds, the same as the Subaru Impreza WRXS. But the Focus has one major advantage: the way it drives. Now, you have to feel sorry for these fellas. Front tyres have got a lot on their plate, having to do all that steering, and start giving them a load of power to deal with as well, and they become a little overwhelmed. Think of them as men, hopeless at multitasking. So to help out, Ford have fitted a trick diff and some rather special suspension and drivetrain components, what you might call talented assistants, to help the men.
Now, the turbo lag actually works for you in this car because it dulls the engine just where you actually don't want too much power. So in other words, turn in, off the brakes, back on the power, then there's a delay. Meanwhile, you just stand a little bit further up the road, got a little bit less lock on, so torque steer in that situation feels less. The car's not jumping around the road like the old RS would be. It's bloody good, actually. One of my favourite parts of this car is the sound of the engine. Just listen to this.
The sound is nothing short of thrilling. Can you believe the four bosses tried to calm down the whistles and the pops? But thankfully, the engineers got their way. Good on them.
I'll tell you what, I've been driving this all day long up these fantastically challenging mountain roads, and I've had such a blast. This has got to be one of the best hot hatches in the world, if not the best. But do yourself a favour, buy it in blue.
I'm really into that car, but only time will tell whether people really want to spend £25,000 on a Focus.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Mind you, I reckon Subaru saw it coming, though, because they have just released, as you know, their WRX, the new edition one, costing $17,998, which just happens to be the same price as it was 15 years ago. Mind you, whatever they do, I reckon I still prefer the Focus.
Right, competition time, and your chance to win this cunningly related prize.
In this week's competition, you can win a stunning